Today I ride my Royal Enfield, complete with a seat that must have been inspired by medieval punishment devices. And I'm feeling it, to be honest with you, just to see how long I can actually survive on it. I discover some twisty roads that could have been carved by angels, or should I say Kalimoto, who I'm not sponsored by. And along the way, one man tells me to get off the bike, another tells me to turn around, and my backside tells me to go home. Welcome to the Interceptor Touring Torture Test. And yes, that is a lot of T's. Hello again. Now, before I set off today on this epic quest, I'm refitting my quad lock to the bike. Now, I've got a proper love-hate relationship with these things. They work really well. You know, you can't knock it. But they're so ugly. Especially on like a modern classic bike like this. Ideally, I think that quad lock really, they should come up with something now, like a quick release system. So when you're not using the phone on the bike, you can literally just take this off. Now I live in Manchester as well. And some parts of Manchester, people will nick like anything. So, you know, if this isn't on your bike, if you leave it somewhere, just take it with you. There's no chance of it ever going missing then. Come on, quad lock, come up with some fresh ideas. One sec, just let me grab the rest of the quad lock. This isn't very professional, is it?
A few moments later.
There we go. Final piece of the puzzle. So the reason behind this video is I'm not using the bike enough. I've done literally like 1,200 miles on it in almost 12 months. Like 11 months now. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? You need to use it more because what's the point? You're insuring it every year, you're taxing it. You need to get more miles on it. So this year, I've got a trip planned in July, which I'll definitely be sharing on the channel. And I'm going to be out on the road for about 3 days. And I want to know if this seat can handle it. I've heard a lot of bad stuff about these seats. To be fair, I've not experienced any problems with it yet. But with that being said, I'm literally using this bike for short runs, 30 minutes. Then I'm stopping, getting a drink, getting a brew, whatever, taking photos. So I've not really had a lot of saddle time. So I don't know exactly what this seat is really like. Last night I downloaded the Kalimoto app. Now I've never used it before. I'm not affiliated to them in any way. But I'm thinking today is going to be a great opportunity to test that out. I've put a 2-hour loop on there, 66 miles. It's nothing too strenuous. But ideally today, I want to be staying in this seat as much as I can. I need to give it a good test. Because if it's no good, I'm going to have to look for some kind of an upgrade. Another little bonus from this ride today, I'll be able to test out the exhaust system, which I installed to the bike in the last video. If you've not seen that, I'll leave a link for it in the description. Right, let's crack on. Kalimoto had outdone itself, serving up a glorious stretch of twisties I'd never ridden before, like a gift from the motorcycling gods. But, as is tradition with my luck, the dream soon turned into a gritty nightmare. I suddenly found myself on a freshly resurfaced road covered in loose stones and governed by a 10 miles per hour speed limit, presumably to stop riders like me from ending up in a ditch. Momentum gone, progress crawling, I realised this was the perfect moment to check in with my body and to let you know if this stock seat is any good. This is much needed. 26 degrees today, absolutely roasting. So I'm just having a minute. I'm starting to feel a bit of pain now on the inside of my legs. It's nothing unbearable. I think what the problem is, it's because the seat is so narrow. It's just digging in there. For sake. Go again. Where's the camera? Kalimoto is doing a great job. It's found me some really nice twisty roads, and the exhaust is getting very addictive. Sounds absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a minute now and then I'm gonna crack on again. Catch up with you in a bit. I was so focused on the ride, I didn't notice how low the fuel had gotten. Luckily, I found a petrol station before it became a problem. Before I could fuel up, I was greeted by an angry chap. He insisted I get off the bike before filling up, and moments later, the attendant confirmed it over the tannoy. Alright, mate. It's always a bit of a lottery with petrol stations. Some are completely relaxed, others are strict about getting off the bike, taking off your helmet, the whole lot. Maybe it's a safety regulation, maybe it's about preventing ride-offs, who knows. If you do, let me know in the comments section, I'd genuinely like to know. With about half an hour of the journey left, I jumped back on the bike for one last time. Kalimoto pulled its weight today. I can't fault it for finding some brilliant roads, but flawless, not quite. The speed limits shown on the navigation didn't always match the ones posted on the actual roads. which makes staying legal a bit of a guessing game. It also failed to warn me about a speed camera lurking in plain sight, and then, just to keep things interesting, it directed me straight into a closed road. Of course, I tried my luck, ignored the signs, rolled in slowly, hoping for a way through, but no, it was well and truly blocked. This seemed like the perfect time to pull over and share my findings from this 2-hour ride on a stock Interceptor. Was I in pain or feeling fresh? So the ride's almost over now. I'm about an hour and 50 minutes in, and I'm feeling it, to be honest with you. The inside of my leg, my buttocks, my back as well. I'm finding myself reaching out more than I'd like to be. Now I've got quite long arms. I'm 6 foot tall and I have the same wingspan as Peter Schmeichel, and I still find myself reaching out a bit more than I'd like to. As well, my phone battery's died, so I need some kind of charging output before I do any sort of touring. If you have a facelift Interceptor, they come with a USB output, whereas this version, the non-facelift, doesn't. So that's another thing that I need to do. Now, Hitchcocks were really impressed with the last video, and they have agreed to continue to support me in the channel, which is great news. So I'm going to speak to them. I'm going to see what seats they've got, because ideally, I know they do touring seats, but I need something a bit wider. I think that's the only way you're going to get around this bike being comfortable. See if they have a USB charging option as well, and also something for the handlebars, maybe some bar risers or some relocators. So fingers crossed we might be able to make this Interceptor into a bit of a touring weapon in the next video. Thanks for watching, take care, I'll see you in a bit.